Well, good day, everyone. This is Christopher Bear, and I'm going to be your instructor for the Advanced Emergency Medical Technician, the accelerated course that Doñana Community College / New Mexico State University will be doing for the Las Cruces Fire Department primarily. This is a hybrid type course, and it is what we call condensed or accelerated, and that is the core didactic part of the course will be done over a course of about 5 weeks, actually just a day over 5 weeks. So it'll be very condensed, and there will be a lot of material in a short amount of time. You'll also be doing a series of clinical rotations in addition to your lecture and your lab experience. So I'd like to welcome you guys all to this. And what I'd like to do, since New Mexico State University has done a couple of changes, we've actually transitioned to a new program known as Canvas. And hopefully you're able to log into Canvas, and clearly you've been able to log into Canvas if you're watching this video. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to just briefly take you through Canvas and show you kind of how it looks and how you will be interfacing through Canvas to get a hold of lecture materials, assignments, and lecture videos, and so on. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and pull up a Canvas for you guys here real quick, and we'll make that bigger. Okay, so when you first log in, you are going to have a home page that'll look something like this. This is actually the Syllabus View. So when you log into Canvas and you select your course, you will see this page here. Now you won't see this exactly, because what will happen is once I publish this course, down in this area here, you'll actually have a link to this video that I'm doing, and you'll have a link to where you can download the course syllabus. Obviously I don't have those linked in yet, but those will be right here in the middle. You can see that syllabus right here on the left-hand side is outlined. What you're going to do is you will mainly be going through what are called the modules. So I'm going to click on the modules, and the modules will open up, and we have course modules. And what I've done is the course has been segregated into several blocks. Starting at chapter 1 through 6 are the introductory blocks of material. And then the second block is the biological foundation, and this includes anatomy and physiology, pathophysiology, growth and development, etc. And then pharmacology and invasive therapy block, chapters 11 through 13. These include pharmacology, intravenous and intraosseous therapy, medication administration, dosage calculations, etc. And then moving on to patient assessment and airway management block, chapters 14 through 19. Your medical block, which is a big block here, chapters 20 through 32. The trauma block, chapters 23 through 42. Special populations and special operations block. And then down at the very end are what we call video lectures. Due to the accelerated and condensed nature of this course, what I've done is, and this is actually a work in progress, so there will be about 10 lectures total. 10 of the 49 lectures will actually be videos where you'll have to go home and watch these as homework, simply because I need additional time to focus on some of the more complicated topics, such as pharmacology, the pathophysiology, and so on. So certain selected lectures will be in the form of an online lecture, which is actually kind of nice because you can go home and you can watch this lecture as many times as you want. It's always there. So the blocks themselves are all PowerPoints that you can download. So if you click on, let's say, chapter 1 here, it'll actually download the PowerPoint for chapter 1. It'll take you to a page that looks like this, and then what you want to do is you want to click on this download lecture PowerPoint. It'll download the PowerPoint, and obviously have a Mac, so it'll go down to my downloads folder here, and then once it opens up, you can go ahead and click on that, and it'll actually open up the PowerPoint, and you'll have the full PowerPoint that you can go ahead and print off. And I suggest that you print off all 49 of these, and you can do that free of charge at the college's computer lab. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of that. we'll go back in to our Canvas here. So let me just go ahead and log back into Canvas. And I'll take you through a couple of other things in addition to that. So you can see where it was fairly easy to download, and then I'll take you back into your class, and I'll also talk a little bit about how the class will be run. When you actually get into Canvas, once it finally opens up, excuse me, that's my phone going off. People are calling me left and right. Today grades are going in, so it's kind of busy. So here on your courses list, you will see EMT Intermediate Lab and EMT Intermediate. The OEEM 150 section D01, this is the section that I'll be using for both lab and clinicals. So everything will be in here, even though you see that you have field clinical and intermediate lab. I'm going to run everything through OEM 150 D01 EMT Intermediate. That's where everything will go. I just like to consolidate everything into one area. It makes it a little easier for you guys. So here we are back in the Syllabus View, and we'll click on Modules again. And I just want to show you how the lecture videos will work out. So if you go down and let's say that your homework is to do lecture 9, which occurs fairly early in the class. You'll click on that. That'll bring you to Pages. And here there will be a link to a video. You see there isn't a link to the video right now simply because I haven't put that link in. So we'll go back to modules, and I believe 49 actually has been properly linked. So let's take a look at that real quick. Okay, so here we have 49, and you can see the little link there. And what I'm going to do is you can just click on that. It'll open up, and then you can go ahead and watch the lecture there. So really what you'll be doing is you'll be looking at the syllabus view to download your syllabus and watch this introductory video, and then most everything else will occur in the modules view here, where they have all of your PowerPoints and your video lectures. Occasionally what will happen is I will actually have an announcement, and if you click on announcements, there are no announcements now, but I will actually be doing announcements, discussions, homework assignments, things of that nature will be in here. So those 3 tabs will be most of where you work, you'll be doing your work. Hopefully you guys found this video kind of helpful, and if you haven't used Canvas, hopefully this will help clear up some questions and show you just the basics of getting around and how you actually be interfacing with Canvas. The first day of class, I will definitely be able to answer any questions you may have. And obviously, NMSU/DACC offers Canvas training for students. And I'd highly recommend you actually look at getting into one of those training sessions prior to the start of class if you're unfamiliar with Canvas. I'll just go ahead and show you what the syllabus will look like. This syllabus actually hasn't been completed because there's some additional information that gets published before classes start, but this will be very similar to the syllabus that you'll download. I'd recommend you download that as well. It'll talk about your grades, how things are assessed, behavior, and most importantly, it will have a schedule of all of your lectures in there, and this schedule is actually going to be very helpful for you. So by the time that this video is published and up on Canvas and Canvas is published, this syllabus should be attached. And you should actually expect 3 different syllabi attached. This one for lecture, another one for lab, and then another one for your clinical rotations. But again, they're all going to be consolidated into one area. It just kind of keeps it a bit more intuitive for you guys and keeps it a bit simpler. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and we'll see you guys on the first day of class. Take care.